The 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia is pleased to present the Annual Impact Report for 2025. Start off this year's Impact Report with a message from our President, Kim Reeves. Courage. As I close in on my final AGM as President, I have reflected on what has made the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC successful and has led to the terrific, sustained growth we have seen. This growth is not simply in member numbers, but also in reputation among our peers, governments, impact, programs, advocacy, and our community strength. We have incredible cohesiveness among our board, regional representatives, and our members, and this is very unique. This cohesiveness is also something that we should never take for granted. It is my belief that there are several routes to this. A relentless focus on we can do it and positivity is one such route. Positivity in the face of challenges instills a belief that we can improve things. It boosts the morale of every single person in the organization and inspires doing the right thing at every opportunity. And positivity builds more positivity and creates a spiraling feedback loop. We need to be aware of this, as the opposite is true too. Positivity builds. Responsibility is also key. We know our members are not the cause of the big issues we see in the backcountry, but we take responsibility nonetheless. This allows and inspires our cleanups of garbage, maintenance and construction of recreation sites, and generally to improve what we can in the backcountry. Responsibility inspires ownership in every single member, which creates positive peer pressure for all of us to improve. I think the primary source of our success is courage. Without courage, it is difficult to take responsibility. It is difficult to do the right thing without courage. And it is almost impossible to remain positive, which propels our community to selflessly make positive change in our little corner of the world. Our strategic plan lists our core values like teamwork, which we have in spades, legacy, which we are building in real time, and passion, which we harness. But without courage, we would have difficulty acting and capitalizing on these values. It has been said that the definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Well, we have never been more prepared and have also never seen more opportunities arise as we have over the last few years. So these, combined with the courage to act, make us a very lucky organization. Our future is very bright, and we have never been stronger as we enter our next 50 years. Thank you for trusting in me over all of these years. Kim. Our mission, vision, and core values. Mission. We advocate for public access to public lands while building a community that promotes responsible and sustainable four-wheel drive and off-road vehicle recreation. Vision. Our community is recognized as the leading advocate for four-wheel drive facilitated recreation. Core values. We are a community of people that shares the following values: teamwork, embracing the contributions of others in a respectful and collaborative manner; passion, wholehearted dedication to something larger than ourselves; legacy, making a difference today with tomorrow in mind; and most of all, the courage to act on them. Membership. The 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia hit a significant membership milestone in 2025. As of December 31st, we had 5,255 paying members and over 70 corporate sustaining members. While most of our members reside in British Columbia, we also have members across the border and across the world. The 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia has a blood donor team, and well over 280 donations were recorded for the team in 2025. Thank you, everyone, for your priceless gift to those in need. The goal for 2026 is to get over 300 donations. If you'd like to be part of the team, please check out the link. Advocacy. 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia representatives, Board of Directors members, and other volunteers spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours meeting and working with other organizations and various levels of government annually. We work tirelessly to have our collective voices heard in discussions about recreation access and management across the province. Just a few of the conversations we were part of in 2025 include Regional Trail Alliance meetings in the Shuswap, meetings with Rec Sites and Trails BC staff in 6 of the 8 regions of the province, meetings with a number of First Nations to discuss possible guardianship coalitions, and developing a working relationship with the Public Land Use Society. the Outdoor Recreation Council of BC. Kim Reeves serves on the board of directors of the ORCBC and has membership in committees on reconciliation, the Outdoor Recreation Fund, roundtable multi-recreation discussions, and 50th anniversary conference planning. Public relations and strategic partnerships. In 2025, the 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia developed working relationships with the Invasive Species Council of BC, the Nkamaplu Stakeholders Working Group, Advocacy and Land Use Committee, the Okanagan Forest Task Force, ATV BC Trails Committee, and the Grasslands Conservation Council of British Columbia. We also worked with the LMRCC Scale Crawler Competition Association to open up a much larger area for the West Coast Scale Trail near the start of the Eagle Mountain Trail. Memorandums of understanding were signed with the Shuswap Trail Alliance, the Hunters Range Snowmobile Association, the Quad Riders Association of BC, also known as ATV BC, the Vernon ATV Club, Clinton and District Outdoor Sportsmen Association, and the Shuswap Backcountry Riders. We also developed a partnership with the BC 4x4 Women Association in leadership development, education opportunities, and more. Community engagement. 2025 was full of events, and the 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia was represented all across the province in a wide variety of communities. From trade shows to coffee meets, mud bogs to toy runs, if there was something happening, there was a good chance you'd see our logo there. Email events@4WDABC.ca to share details of upcoming events that we should attend. Wheeling Wisely. In 2025, the Wheeling Wisely program put on 37 training days and had a total of 264 students trained. 132 students took Foundations of Four-Wheeling, 102 students took Essentials of Off-Road Recovery, and 32 students took Hands-on Winching. We also have a new training location in Williams Lake. Train the Trainer is coming in October of 2026. Email ttt.2026@wheelingwisely.ca for more information or to sign up. Recreation Site Management. In 2025, 13 new rec sites were added to the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC's roster of maintained sites, bringing the total to more than 40 province-wide. We added Lookout Lake, Greenstone Lookout in partnership with the Logan Lake ATV Club, Bonaparte River Suicide Crossing, Bonaparte River Bridge, Cougar Lake, Bowers Lake South, Jim Creek, Hot Narco Lake, Jesmond Lookout with the Clinton and District Outdoor Sportsmen's Association, Mud Lake South, Mud Lake North, Eureka Mountain Lookout, and Spruce Lake. Thank you so much to all the volunteers who put time, effort, and energy into all of our rec site management and maintenance projects throughout the year. Regional Representatives. 2025 saw the expansion of the Regional Representative Program to include more than 40 people throughout the province. It would be hard to find an area in BC, save for the Northwest, that there isn't at least one regional representative. From Fort Nelson to Cranbrook to Victoria and beyond, our team is always working hard to keep rec sites clean, trails open, events running smoothly, and uphold the values and goals of the association. We are so proud of our reps and their accomplishments. They know who they are, and we hope you know them too. Why a few of our reps joined the team. To get my community involved with the organization and help people get involved with what our area has to offer. The more involved I became, the more I wanted to give back. Stepping into a representative role felt like a natural next step, an opportunity to support the community, help it grow, and contribute to the future of responsible off-roading in our region. I'm glad I joined the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC and have made great friendships and inroads with local government agencies because of this. I'm here for the long haul and appreciate that our fight to access Crown land will never end, but also optimistic about the future. I feel called to help provide safe and respectful access to the wilderness of BC. Learning to navigate the backcountry roads not only builds confidence, but it also fosters a deep connection with spirit and the natural world. We could all use more of that. Our reps are always up for contact. Find their info at 4wdabc.ca/about-us/#team. Environmental stewardship. The 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC and our volunteer team hosted more than a dozen organized cleanups in 2025. Fraser Valley area cleanups totaled over 24,500 pounds of garbage and over 2,500 pounds of scrap metal. Vancouver Island volunteers put in more than 450 total hours, removing more than 52,000 pounds of garbage and 57,000 pounds of metal in just 2 events. Education and information. Volunteers provided information sessions and education opportunities for community events, panel discussions, news interviews, social media posts, and more all throughout the year. Demonstrations, seminars, and membership on advisory panels helps us get information out. Reach out to the board of directors or a regional representative to find out how to get us involved in your event or educational opportunity. Aside from Wheeling Wisely, the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC also offers Tread Lightly training for members interested in learning more about environmental stewardship and backcountry best practices. Reach out to Brian Pratt, our Director of Regions, for more information on Tread Lightly training. Return It program. 2025 saw the launch of the 4-Wheel Drive Association of BC's Return It account. Anyone can donate their bottle return revenue to the 4-Wheel Drive Association. Just use 778-689-4064 as the account number at any Return It depot in BC.
Wheelers of Tomorrow, bringing families together to enjoy the outdoors. Make new friends and lasting memories is what Wheelers of Tomorrow program is all about. Events we held through the year include celebrating holidays such as Halloween, the Very Merry on birthday, campfire cookouts, movies under the stars, scavenger hunts, pancake breakfasts, games, treats, and of course off-road adventuring. Make these special for the kids and the volunteers who put it all together.
Financial report. Your membership fees at work. Treasurer's report to the membership. 4-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia, fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. Dear members, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I am pleased to present the Treasurer's report for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. The Association engaged Clark Trousdale LLP to prepare our compilation engagement financial statements, and I am happy to report that 2025 was one of the strongest financial years in the Association's history. Statement of financial position. Cash. The Association ended the year with cash on hand of $83,937, nearly double the prior year's balance. This improvement reflects disciplined financial management, strong membership growth, and prudent spending across all operational areas. Creation of 2 new restricted funds. For the first time since the Association's founding, the Board approved the establishment of 2 restricted funds, each funded with $50,000 and invested in mutual funds. The first is the Strategic Investment Fund, designed to support initiatives identified in the Tactical Plan derived from the Association's Strategic Plan. This fund will enable long-term investment in programs, advocacy, and member services that advance our mission. The second is a Viability Fund, a reserve fund created to protect the Association in the event of operational disruption or business continuity challenges. The fund currently represents approximately 2.75 months of operating expenses. The medium-term goal is to increase this reserve to 6 to 9 months of operating capacity. These funds represent a major milestone in the Association's financial maturity and long-term sustainability. Investment in the Trail Recon app. The Association continues to invest in the development of the Trail Recon app, recorded under intangible assets at $68,897. The medium-term plan is to expand the app's functionality so it can be monetized, generating new revenue streams while enhancing member value. Deferred revenue. Deferred revenue, which is primarily grants and gaming proceeds, has increased close to 5 times from 2024. This demonstrates continued success in obtaining funding for the maintenance of several recreation sites operated by the Association through agreements with Recreation Sites and Trails BC. Funds received in 2025 will be recognized as grant revenue in 2026 as maintenance activities occur. Statement of revenue and expenses. Overall performance. The Association reported an excess of revenues over expenses of $77,172, an increase of $112,000 compared to 2024. This significant improvement reflects both strong revenue growth and lower overall expenses. The organization acknowledges the risk associated with generating ongoing surpluses, particularly as it relates to maintaining our not-for-profit status with the Canada Revenue Agency. In response, the board approved the 2026 operating budget with a planned net loss of $14,742. The excess of revenue over expenses realized in 2025 has been allocated to establish two internally restricted funds, as discussed earlier in this report. Revenue growth. Revenue increased substantially, driven primarily by membership. Membership revenue grew by $44,459 over 2024, demonstrating the continued strength and relevance of the association's work. Expense management. Total expenses were $57,646 lower than in 2024. The prior year included the production of the Backroader magazine, which contributed to higher 2024 costs. Education expenses were lower in 2025, although training area maintenance costs were higher than the previous year. Conclusion. The association's financial performance in 2025 was exceptionally positive. We strengthened our cash position, invested in long-term strategic priorities, creating meaningful financial reserves. These achievements reflect the dedication of our volunteers, the commitment of our members, and the disciplined stewardship of the board. We enter 2026 with confidence, stability, and the resources needed to continue advancing responsible four-wheel drive recreation across British Columbia. Respectfully submitted, Brian Burgess, Treasurer, Four-Wheel Drive Association of British Columbia. We'll end our report with a quote from Margaret Mead. "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has."